Meantime, United shares are up after that Q4 beat. The airline says it sees robust demand trends in the current quarter. Our Phil LeBeau joins us this morning with the company CEO. Morning, Phil.
Morning, Carl. Very robust demand. Scott Kirby, CEO of United. Let's talk about your guidance here after beating the street in the fourth quarter. Where is the demand? Where is it coming from right now?
You know, 2023 was really, for us, the year the plan came together. 2024, I think, was the year that everyone recognized the plan coming together. And that strength is continuing. We expect more growth here in 2025. It's really across the board. And that's one of the great things we've done at United. The team has executed really well, but we've built a diverse revenue stream. Loyalty, premium, all the way down to basic economy, domestic, international. And kind of all of those places are performing well. So strength across the board.
We'll talk more about the outlook in just a bit. But I have to ask you, you have a new president in. We all have a new president. President Trump in office. Two questions. One, have you talked with him since the election? And two, do you think that his transportation department will be less confrontational to the airline industry?
Well, I have talked to the president, and we had a great call. He knows a lot about airplanes and the airspace, which is wonderful for us because you can talk in detail about it. Looking forward, I've also talked to the nominee, Secretary Duffy, or Secretary-nominated Duffy, for transportation. I think there's a lot of upside for us there. I mean, last year, even on blue sky days, 68% of the delays that we had at United were because of air traffic control restrictions, and that impacted millions of customers. And that is the lowest hanging fruit that we have to really improve things for customers. And the bigger point on that is, I think it's also why you see so much optimism in the market and around CEOs about the new administration, because getting the government to run effectively, reducing some of the regulatory burdens, really can unlock the American innovation and entrepreneurialism that make this country great.
You talk about unlocking potential. There are more than a few people who have said, is now the time with the Trump administration that perhaps we see the green light given to more consolidation within the airline industry? Do you think that that's a possibility?
I really don't know if that's possible or not. But what I know is at United, like our standalone plan, we had a great strategy going all the way back to COVID. You know, we're growing faster in absolute than any airline in history has ever done, year after year after year. We're winning customers. We're winning customers by choice. They're flying us more and more. So we got a really good, just standalone organic plan, and we're focused on executing that.
Jim, I know you have a question for Scott.
First, Scott, congratulations. I never thought I would see the day when an airline is a secular grower, not cyclical, and that's on you, and it's a big deal. I wanted to know whether philosophically, absolutely, you are concerned. You look at the CPI, you know that the Federal Reserve wants to try to take rates down. The big outliers in the CPI are airline tickets, entertainment, and insurance. You can charge more for your seats. I am quite confident of that. Are there people in your board who just say, we must be responsible and not be a reason why inflation in this country is going much higher? Because you are that important to the U.S. economy.
Well, we are important to the U.S. economy. We're a huge enabler for the economy. But most of the increases in costs are our ticket prices are being driven by cost. And, you know, my favorite example now is airport cost. And in the last 5 years, the major airports in the three largest metro areas in the country have had a CAGR of 9% growth in cost. It now costs $48 on average per customer just for airport fees at the three major New York airports. And we have that kind of escalation in costs. And we had a couple of $1 billion, we estimate, in costs last year from air traffic control delays. Those are costs that wind up as pass-throughs. So we feel really good about where we are, what we're doing. Fares are still cheap in historical terms, great value for travel, and we like the path that we're on.
Scott, I have to ask you about your CapEx guidance for this year. It will be under $7 billion. Previously, you said, look, we expect to spend $7 to $9 billion. How much of this is because you're dialing back your expectations in terms of the number of new aircraft you expect to see delivered from Boeing this year?
Well, it's 100% because of the expectation that Boeing will deliver fewer aircraft. But what I'd say is we're still going to take more aircraft than anyone in the world has ever done, really, in history. But also, recently, Boeing seems to be getting back ahead of the curve. In fact, in the past month or so, Boeing is accelerating deliveries. First time that's happened in years. So I think Boeing has turned the corner. I feel really good about Kelly as the CEO and the path that they're on. It's not going to happen overnight, but it does feel to me like they've turned the corner and they're on the way back.
You've been around long enough and you've seen it. Have you been out to their plant? Do you have this sense of, yeah, they have turned that corner? I
do. And if you just talk to the people at Boeing, you can feel more energy, more excitement. I think there's plenty of other challenges in the supply chain. Boeing gets the most publicity. I think engines are actually probably the biggest challenge. It's really not Boeing. The engine manufacturers are still well behind. For United, we're far enough ahead of the curve that it's not a huge impact on our business. We even have done things like we bought 30 engines from the used aircraft market last year just to get ahead of the curve with where everyone else is. But trying to stay ahead of the curve and anticipate those problems.
We'll be talking with Larry Culp later this week.
Hey, thanks.
Scott Kirby, CEO of United Airlines, on a day where their stock is at an all-time high after beating the street yesterday on the top and the bottom line. Guys, back to you.